Delivery there, tossed it up and good length and kept the batsman guessing. But they decide against taking the review. It's 62 for 2. This is over number 10.
Yeah, another dot ball. 6.64 is the run rate at the moment. 9.2 overs. Oh, we've got a wicket. We've got a wicket here. Shamsi has got a wicket, and it's Rajapakse. And he just tossed one up, and it went straight back to the bowler. Bowler had to move a little bit to his right just to pick it up. But we've got another wicket down here in Sharjah. 62 for 3. Shamsi has got Rajapakse. He's caught and bowled here.
Well, I did say that the spinners can probably put them in the game here, and they've bowled very well. I've had a couple of good shots and so on, but the point is they bowled a very good line, and they put some pressure into the middle order of the Sri Lankans.
And Sir Clive Lloyd had that delivery, very well flighted delivery, good length delivery, and the batsman didn't use his feet. He was stationary in the crease. There was not that foot forward to negotiate or to meet that delivery, and that just jumped on him, and all he could do was play a very, very meek defensive kind of a stroke, which just popped up and an easy catch. So again, I think not very good batting there.
I think he misread.
Yeah, it turned
he
a bit,
was going to
didn't
flick it to leg, and it went the other way, and got that edge. It was well bowled by Shamsi.
Yeah, there's a bit of turn there off the pitch, and just a slight edge, as Clive says. So we got another one, and well, what's the old predictor saying now?
What's our predictor saying? We'll wait for the other predictor, but I think South Africa made these early inroads, 3 wickets down now, and I think Sri Lanka find themselves in a spot of bother here until unless the next batsman who comes in, a little partnership is built and they can do some repair work and revive the fortunes of Sri Lanka. They had a decent start, but I think the South Africans have bowled pretty well. They've kept them tight, and as a result, 3 wickets in favour of South Africa.
I think the run out has sort of put them back a bit there, because those two players were doing quite well, and they were building a nice little partnership. And but sometimes you can get too enthusiastic, I would say, and picking the wrong person to take two to. Fast bowler with a good arm, and he was right on the money.
Absolutely. How important it is for the batsman to know about the fielding side and their strengths, of which fielder is fielding in which position, who can you take on, who you should avoid taking on. Does a lot of study go into that?
All of that is done team meetings. Who's got a good arm, who you can take two to. Like some of the you discuss the players.
It's very interesting. A lot of strategy, a lot of thought, which goes into this game of cricket. It's just not going there and hitting balls or trying to get wickets. There is so much of research, which is so important to know about the strengths and weaknesses of your opponent. And all the teams, all the time, keep doing that. And then they try to use it to their advantage when they're on the field, try to implement it, and whichever team does that better normally comes out on the top.
Not only that, if you have a left-handed guy who's got a good left, and you hit it to your right, you've got a single then.
Absolutely.
So all these are things that you've got to retain.
Shamsi, he's got 3 deliveries left here in this over, as we got the new batsman, Abhishka Fernando, out there. So 2 quick wickets in Sharjah. That's LANKA, and then Rajapakse. 61 and then 62, they fell.
Score from Sharjah is 62 for 3. This is over number 10. And a good battle between both South Africa and Sri Lanka. And this one is played quietly, and the batsmen just scramble over for a single. One more added. It is 62 for 3 from Sharjah. And it is Shamsi who's bowling in. Now, his next delivery, he'll be bowling to Nissanka. He's been there for a while, Nissanka. He's got 29 of 30. He's seeing the ball well. And important for Sri Lanka, he stays there for a while. and converts this into a better score. Meanwhile, this one is outside the leg stump, and the wicketkeeper very quickly lifts off the bails.
It's a wide.
And it's a wide.
Yeah. Quentin de Kock back behind the wicket for South Africa today. The only change to the South African side from the last game. And, well...
So we wait for the review. There's been an appeal for stumping. And we will just wait and see. What does the third umpire have to say?
Watching the replay here as the ball goes around the legs of the batsman. And it's gathered up by Quentin de Kock. Was his foot off his crease? Was his foot in the air? That's the only thing I can think of here. We're going to have a close look at this.
Well, the wicketkeeper was looking pretty confident. He was quite animated when that appeal was made. And he's the closest to the batsman and to the crease there. So,
there is a not out, then it's wide, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it also that they are...
They're appealing as a bit of bat on that, surely.
So
yeah, because his foot's down.
No, is it an appeal for caught behind, stumping, or both?
Stumping, I think.
Foot behind the...
And is the foot in the air, or is he on the line belongs to the bowler or the fielder?
Absolutely, but you can see one little spike.
Yeah.
Of the boot.
His foot's behind. His foot's not in the air as the bails are taken off.
There's one spike there.
Is it
from
behind
the front.
the line? This is a very...
It's a close one there. So hard work there for the third umpire.
The appeal is... the review is that his foot wasn't behind the line.
That's the spike which is touching there. You can see one right behind the line. This is
but if it's
minuscule
on the white
spike.
line...
This is...
one
if he's
spike.
on the white line.
This is very technical. Very technical. Surely they're going to have to go in favour of the batsman here, surely.
Normally they give the benefit of the doubt to the batsman.
It's a not out, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
Rightly so.
Well,
benefit of the doubt. 64 for 3 from Sharjah. This is 9.5 overs which have been bowled so far. And one more delivery left for Shamsi to complete his over. Nisanka 29 of 30. And Avishka Fernando is batting on 1. He's faced 2 deliveries.
We'll go into the rules on that in just a moment as they'll take a little break for some drinks after this ball. Shamsi in, and that's worked away down to fine leg. They're going to pick up some runs here. In fact, it may trickle all the way down to the boundary. No, it's just saved by the fielder. He's saved his side a couple of runs there, unless they've managed to get back for another one. So almost a boundary there. They've actually ran 3. So 3 have been run, Nisanka and Asalanka. They're moving along quite nicely here after a couple of... wickets fell in quick succession. So
at the halfway stage after 10 overs from Sharjah, it is 67 for 3. This is Sri Lanka versus South Africa.
Yeah. So those stumpings, Sir Clive. So a bit of the foot has got to be behind the line. Yeah.
Anything on the line of itself is the field.
Belongs to the umpire.
Yeah.
Which.
Yeah. And that was. It could have been as you say, it could have been a spike, just one spike behind.
It seemed so.
Yeah.
There was the foot was in the air. That one spike seemed to be touching the ground there, and probably that went in favour of the batsman, and he was adjudged not out. 68 for 3. This is over number 11 now, and the run rate 6.70. They need to make a move on from here, but at the same time, they have to ensure they don't lose too many wickets.
Well, yes, this is the time that I think they've gone upstairs.
Nisanka's just got a single of first ball of this.
There's an appeal for LBW there.
Yeah.
The batsman, they half-cock forward, not fully committed to the delivery, and that ball hitting.
So another review here from South Africa. This is off the... first ball of this.
No bat on that. The ball is past the bat. It's on the pad.
This is going to be interesting because it's pitched on, straightened.
Oh, this could be close. Umpire's call. Well, that saves the batsman there because the soft signal was not out and going the batsman's way. So good luck there for Sri Lanka. 68 for 3. This is... over number 11. Maharaj been very expensive today.
Yes.
He's given 20 runs in his first 2 overs, given a single so far. not what is expected from him. He's supposed to play a much more effective role as far as the bowling is concerned for South Africa. It's not really looked very, very good.
So that's going to be a run after that LBW appeal. So Nissanka survives. He's still out there. And we've got another run here on the leg side. Just going to pick up in fact, it's gone down to mid-wicket. He'll pick up a single. So Vishka, the new batsman, he now moves on to 2. And Nissanka, he's on 33.
Running between the wickets of the Sri Lankan batsmen has been very iffy, very suspect. They're not very confidently taking their runs and taking undue risks, which is the last thing which they should be doing at this particular stage of the game. When they've already lost 3 wickets, the 3 top batsmen are back in the pavilion. They need to get a partnership here.
Well, he's trying to launch him out of the ground there, I think, Nissanka, against the bowling of Maharaj, but it's just trickled down to the slip area. It's going to be a dot ball, 69 for 3. Nissanka's on 32. He's facing Maharaj, who comes around the wickets. That's punched away to the fielder coming in from long off. There's going to be another single.
So, Clive Lord, what are your impressions about the game? It's 70 for 3. This is over number 11. Where do you think the game is heading?
Well, I thought Sri Lanka would have probably increased the pace of such, but having lost those couple of wickets just now, have just set them back a bit. They've now just got to settle down and see if they can take it, try and get a much better, a very good score, because 150 would not be a score that you can, that South Africa wouldn't be able to chase down.
Quick single down to fine leg from Vishka there, who moves on to 3. So that's another one, 71 for 3. One more to come from Maharaj in this over.
So far, a better over from Maharaj. He gave 20 runs in his first 2 deliveries, and last delivery, Maharaj bowls to the batsman, plays it off his pads to the fielder there at mid-on, and one more run. Completion of 11 overs, 72 for 3, Sri Lanka.
One of the basics of the fielding here, when the bowler bowls and the ball goes into the outfield, the first thing you do is to get behind the stumps. These guys still dilly-dallying, and just now one of the players could have been run out, and Maharaj was way in front of the wicket when he should have been behind.
I think they're busy observing the ball, how the fielder is going to pick it up and throw. Instead, as you mentioned, Sir Clive Lloyd, they should take their position. So they should be ready to collect the ball and try to effect a run out.
The first thing you do when you bowl as a spinner, it goes into the outfield, you get behind the stump.
Shamsi's on again, that's full, and it's wide, and it's punished, and it's going to be 4 down to the cover field there, just beating the fielder at deep extra cover. 4 more, and that was a loose one from Shamsi to start this, the 12th over. 76 for 3, Sri Lanka.
Absolutely, it was tossed up outside the off stump. It had all the makings of a bad delivery, and it was punished.
Yeah, and it's quite wide.
Very wide. Yeah. Gave enough time to the batsman to free his arms and play the stroke he wanted. So another 4, and this one, the batsman wants to force it down the wicket, but is not able to connect very well. Just plays it back to the bowler. Lucky that he didn't, scoop it up, because he found it difficult to reach that delivery. Oh, a bit more, and the expressions say it all. The fielders there, their hands were up, and seemed like a chance there.
Yeah, that was a chance. Shamsi coming in again to Nisanga, the right-handed batsman who works that one down to the fielder at mid-wicket. There's going to be a single. So full of wickets today. Pereira went with a score on 20. Sri Lanka score on 61, and then Rajesh Paksa on 62.
Sri Lanka, after this is over number 12. Sri Lanka is 77 for 3. Run rate of 6.70. They're scoring, and this one.
Caught and bowled.
This is caught and bowled.
He's got him. So after the drama of the last but one delivery, he's got his man this time, a caught and bowled. So Shamsi has his man, and that is Vishka Fernando, who is out, and it just looked like a little dolly back to him.
Avishka is not really having a good tournament. He failed earlier as well, and today also didn't trouble the scorers much. Just 3 of 5 deliveries, and lovely back of the hand delivery. Very nicely played. This time he wants to use his feet, but is not up to the pitch of the ball. All he can do is lob it back to the bowler, who accepts it thankfully and says goodbye. Walk back now.
Was he expecting that one to turn? It just seemed to go straight on.
Well, I think if you want to hit it, if you get there and you hit it, or because the point is that was an easy catch.
Yeah.
You're hitting it so that the guy would not be able to, if he's going to catch it, he's got to catch something. Hit the ball, and I don't think they're really picking him as well, either. And he's bowling a good line. He's getting the odd ball to turn, and that's what you expect from a reverse spinner on a pitch that is so good.
And Sir Clive Lord, he didn't even go through with his full stroke because he could not pick him well.
But was he, the 2 balls before, was he the same batter that just dropped short for ball and caught?
Yes, it did. He actually, again, repeated that mistake. The only difference was that time he had played the delivery a little low. This time he wanted to go aerial, but he just held himself back. Probably he would have gone through with his stroke, with the follow-through. Maybe it would have eluded the bowler, gone over him, and, he could have probably still been there, but not to be. Sri Lanka 77 for 4. This is over number 12, and the man in is Hasaranga, who a lot expected from him here. He will give company to Nissanka, who's on 39. Ooh. And Hasaranga, as soon as he comes in, he makes his intention very clear, plays an aggressive.
.58 is the run rates, and South Africa winning the toss and putting Sri Lanka into bat, and it's looking pretty good for them.
Well, it's quite obvious the spinners have brought South Africa back into this game, because they were doing quite well earlier in Sri Lanka. They were 7 and over. Now it's gone to 6.
Plus they've got 4 wickets as well.
And then it's quite obvious that this could be a situation where if they get another couple of wickets, they'll be bowling to the tail enders.
Absolutely, and it's back to spin again. It is Keshav Maharaj who will be coming and bowling his 4th over. He's given 24 runs in his first 3 overs. See if he can pick up a wicket here for South Africa, or can Nissanka and Hasaranga take some runs off him and up that scoring grade from 6.58.
That's the shortish one. He's gone for it, straight back over the bowler, and that's going to be an almighty 6. He's really got hold of that. It went off over long on in the end, drifted over there. That's a big one off Maharaj again.
Brilliant shot there, and a bit of width and the length very conducive for that shot. Got behind that, hit it beautifully. No chance for any fielder. Sails over the boundary. 6 runs. And suddenly there's a bit of a move on there, and that's 85 meters. That's 6.
Yeah, that was a crackerjack, wasn't it? Oh.
And the score from Sharjah is over the boundary. 85 for 4. This is over number 13.
Well, it's interesting to see how the spinners react now that the guys are trying to attack. Now is the time to sort of give it a little bit of air. And
there's going to be a single here off the next ball, as it's just worked on to the man down there at backward square leg. So 86 for 4.
Maharaj has been a little off colour today. I mean, he hasn't seemed like troubling the batsman, and he's been hit. He's given 31 runs. This is his 4th over. Already given 7 in this over. This mediocre bowling display by Maharaj so far.
This is the time you find out how good you are.
ओवर के बाद 89 for 4. तो राजेश जी, यहाँ पहला बॉल पे छक्का पड़ा, उसके बाद सबक सीखे और अच्छा गेंदबाजी.
जी बिल्कुल, पहली गेंद पर छक्का खाने के बाद केशव महाराज ने
collects, and it's going to be 1 run. 87 for 4. You're listening to the thoughts of Sir Clive Lloyd here in the comms box.
व्यू से मैं देखूं कि फैफ ड्यू प्लेसी की टीम में जगह नहीं बनी जिस तरह की कंसिस्टेंसी उन्होंने दिखाई थी, हालांकि ऑलरेडी टॉप
Going to be a single here off Maharaj, 88 for 4. Hasaranga's on 2. Nisanka's just a couple away from his half century.
Absolutely, and so a good battle between bat and ball here, and we'll wait and watch who dominates this particular part of the game. Is the bat or the ball? Meanwhile, this one is flicked to the onside, and another single will accrue. It is Hasaranga now who scored that run. He's on 3 of 3. And the strike is back with the man in form, Nisanka, 48 of 42. He's seeing the ball well. Just hit that big 6 short while back. The first ball he faced from Maharaj for a 6. And one more delivery coming up. In comes Maharaj, and this one is played on the offside, but straight to the field at point. And there is no run. After 13 overs, the score from Sharjah, 89 for 4.
Yeah, it looks like it's advantage South Africa here. Those 4 wickets could be crucial, but we shall see. And of course, the winning the toss that could also be crucial, as teams batting second have won 4 out of 5 of the last games in Sharjah.
So, Clive Lloyd, can they create some kind of a system where the toss becomes fair to both the teams and it's just not left to chance that whoever wins? Because I've seen Virat Kohli losing how many tosses in a row. Sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't. Is there some kind of a way they can create, they can think, so that the game becomes as fair as possible for both the teams?
Well,
it's like playing cards.
They've tried it they're thinking of doing that in England, where the opposition will have the use of the toss.
Meanwhile, this one is hit very well, but straight to the fielder there at long off. Another single. 90 for 4 after 13.1 overs. This is the score from Sharjah. This is Sri Lanka versus South Africa. Sri Lanka being put into bat by South Africa are 90 for 4.
Well, Maharaj has bowled his full quota now, so 4 overs, 34 runs, no wickets, going at an economy of 8.5 and over. So Shamsi, this is his final one. 2 for 15, his figures. As he comes in, full 1 to Nisanka as a man there at short fine leg.
He's a bit expensive, Maharaj.
Maharaj has been expensive today, while Shamsi is bowled pretty well. He's very economical.
Yeah.
Just given 15. This is his 4th over.
Yeah.
And he's also picked up 2 wickets. So he's been the pick of the bowlers.
That was a dot ball, the last one. It comes in again, and it's pulled away this time to the man coming in from mid-wicket. There's going to be 1 run here.
And I think got the most wickets for this year. Shamsi, 31, I think.
Yeah, Shamsi is the top-ranked T20 bowler in the world. Hasaranga, strangely enough, is second on that list. Yeah.
So back to live action. This is over number 14. Shamsi coming into ball, his 4th delivery. He's bowling to Hasaranga there. Hasaranga draws outside and he hoiks that. Is it going to be caught?
Out.
Yes, it is. To the fielder there. Right in his hand. Disappointing stroke there by Hasaranga. Wanted to clear the field. Didn't have enough legs. Didn't have the elevation. And straight to the fielder there. Another wicket gone down. 91 for 5. This is over number 14.
Yeah, straight to the fielder at long on. That was Markram. So he gobbled that one up. Quite a good catch, actually. He had to dive forward to get that. But you would expect him to hold on to it. And we have another one down. So there you go. 5 down now. And very much advantage South Africa at this point. There was no way he was going to drop that one.
Your impressions about it, Sir Clive Lloyd?
Well, I think the South African spinners are saving the day for them, apart from Maharaj. But Shamsi has done extremely well. And he's got the vital wickets. And to get 3 wickets on such a good pitch, for 14 runs so far, has got to be excellent bowling on his part.
He's bowling very confidently. He's not scared of giving air to the delivery. He's drawing the batsmen out, inviting them to play the stroke, and then he's been invoking the false strokes from them.
Beat him with flight.
Beating him with flight,
and
absolutely.
Deceive them with spin.
Beat them with flight. Sir Clive Lloyd says, beat them with flight and deceive them with spin.
Well,
there's not a lot of spin here, but still.
Yeah. maybe give a bit of extra flight.
This is over number 14. Sri Lanka from Sharjah, 91 for 5. And now their hopes lie so much on Nisanka. He's on 49 or 45. Shanaka is the new batsman who's joined him. And he will be facing the next delivery from Tabriz Shamsi.
Yeah, 91 for 5. 13.4 overs. Datsun Shanaka, the right-handed batsman now, about to face this first one from Shamsi. He's got 2 more overs for the day. Sorry, that's balls for the day. That's nicely played down to short third man. There's going to be no run here. So just one more to come from this over.
What a fine spell of spin bowling has it been from Tabriz Shamsi. Just given 16 odd runs, picked up 3 wickets, and he's just about to end his spell here. And really done very well for South Africa, and he's picked Sri Lanka back big time.
And there's going to be a run, a bit of a misfield here, a run to end the over. Just played down to the fielder there at short mid-on. So 1 to end the over. And that was pretty tidy from Shamsi.
The score is 92 for 5 from Sharjah after the completion of 14 overs. And this is a big game between Sri Lanka and South Africa. South Africa winning the toss, putting Sri Lanka into bat. And Sri Lanka find themselves in a bit of a bother here. They've lost half their side just for 92. Only 6 overs left for them to make something out of here, put up a challenging total, because South African team is a very, very professional and very, very good outfit, and they would be going out there. They want these 2 points as badly as Sri Lanka wants it. So hopefully we should be able to see a good contest here.
And we're going to see Dwayne Pretorius for the first time. So,
right arm, medium fast, 32 years of age, Dwayne Pretorius, and he has an economy of 8, a strike rate of 17.2. So he's a pretty useful bowler there.
Yeah, he's their 6th bowler that they've used today. As he comes into Shanaka, who's facing on one. That's a wide one, and straight through to Quentin de Kock. That's going to be a dot ball to start the over. A swing and a miss from the batsman. Nisanka, the opener, he's still there on 49. He's at the non-facing end. 49 from 45 deliveries.
So is it time to play the predictor game, Richard and Sir Clive Lloyd?
Well,
we've got just 6 to go. Richard, you want to go first after this delivery?
Okay. Pretorius comes in. Again, it's wide-ish. A swing and a miss. And through to the wicket-keeper.
Sir Clive Lloyd, that delivery kept low. After it pitched, it went very low. The wicket-keeper collected it very low. And the batsman was not able to make any contact with that. 92 for 5. This is over number 15. Run rate 6.42. Pretorius coming into bowl, his 3rd delivery. Facing him is Datsun Shanaka, batting on 1 of 4 deliveries.
Yeah, Pretorius comes in, and the batsman moves out of his crease to the offside. Again, it's straight through to Quentin de Kock. Another swing and a miss, so 3 dot balls to start this over.
So Clive Lloyd, all the 3 deliveries in the outside the off-stump channel. So he has a plan for this batsman. And so far, Pretorius has succeeded. He's not allowed the batsman there to even actually make a connection with the ball.
Yes, he's bowling the right sort of line.
Pretorius, and again, sorry, Scott, swing and a miss again.
What an over this has been so far for Pretorius. Bowling with a plan here, and that was a slower one, just 116 kilometers an hour outside the off stump. Batsman no chance of even actually getting a tickle to that. So 4 dot deliveries.
I think they're trying to hit it too hard and they're swinging and missing instead of trying to time the ball.
So lots of variations. Dwayne Pretorius tends to be a middle overs bowler. Again, that's wide-ish, and there's going to be a run here as the cover sweeper fielder comes in. It's just a single. He's bowling it well outside that off stump, with the batsman shifting over.
Yes, this time Shanaka doing a little better. He moved a little bit more, was able to make the connection, get a single, and now it is Nisanka, 49 or 45. He's facing the last delivery from Pretorius. Can he get his half century? We'll wait and watch.
There we go. Nisanka facing. That's full and wide, and that's it. He's got his 50 up. That's just gone down to the man there at cover. So 50 runs.
And with that,
for
Sri Lanka.
Nisanka.
And with that, Sri Lanka is 94 for 5. This game coming to you from Sharjah. South Africa versus Sri Lanka after 15 overs.
Yeah, Patham Nisanka, 50 from 46 balls. He's got his half century. Shanaka, the captain, out there as well. He's got 2 from 7. There have been 7 extras so far in this innings. 94 for 5.
That's all right. South Africa has been backed up by some very good fielding, and bowled well on this pitch, which as I said, is very placid, and they seem to be just getting the odd wicket here and at the right time. I mean, Pretorius just bowled 1 over, first over for 2 runs on a pitch of this nature.
Absolutely.
So they're doing extremely well.
Wherever you're listening to us, this broadcast is brought to you by Channel 2 Group Production, and we are bringing you the live ball-by-ball commentary of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2021 right from UAE, and this match is being played in Sharjah. This is Sri Lanka versus South Africa. Sri Lanka put into bat by South Africa 94 for 5 after the completion of 15 overs, and Nisanka has made a very good 50 there. Meanwhile, this next delivery to Nisanka, play and miss, 140 kilometers an hour, that delivery.
Yeah, your speed man's come back on again, Heinrich Nortje, and back into the attack, and almost got a wicket with his first ball of this over. Swing and a miss, straight through to Quentin de Kock.
Not very far from that off stump there.
No, it's difficult sometimes when this guy comes back. He's not an easy guy to hit because he's very accurate and lively.
Nortje in again, this down slightly down the leg side. That's going to go down to fine leg as the fielder comes in. They'll pick up just 1 here as Sri Lanka move on to 95.
So the other predictor says 138. So let's get back to our game, which we play every day between the 3 of us.
130.
130 says Sir Clive Lloyd. Richard.
I'll go 135.
All of us, we are in the range of 5 or 10, Yesterday we were all proven wrong. 95 for 5, 15 overs. I think they are going to make 140.
Nortje wide of the crease this time, over the wickets, and that's defended away, and the ball goes down on the offside. There's going to be 1 run here to Sri Lanka. Maybe we should stick to higher or lower. If we go past score on 150, then we can play higher or lower. Yeah.
Well, if it's 150, I think we're all saying lower then, because I said 140 is my maximum.
So Nisanka's got his 50 now, and we're going to see if he can accelerate this run rate, which is hovering just over 6 at the moment. He's gone for it this time, back across the bowler's shoulder. That's straight down the ground, but the fielder comes in from long off, and it's going to be just another single here. So 3 singles off the over so far for Heinrich Nortje.
And some of you who may have just joined us to this broadcast, this is game between Sri Lanka and South Africa. South Africa won the toss, put Sri Lanka into bat, and Sri Lanka right now have lost 5 wickets, and they are at 90. And this is over number 16. I beg your pardon, they are 97 for 5. This is over number 16. 2 more deliveries to come. And this is a very, very crucial match for both the teams. They would want to win this and go up on the table. Meanwhile, well played.
Great fielding.
But
great
straight
fielding
to the fielder there. Very good fielding. As we've been talking, Sir Clive Lloyd has been telling us and his impressions about the game. The South African bowlers have bowled very well. The fielders have fielded very well. And that's the reason why they have held back Sri Lanka to 97 for 5.
Well, they put them under pressure in the sense that they're not getting any, purchase for their shots. And they're now trying to do something different. But the guys are really fielding well. And they think they've done a marvellous job at 97 for 5 from nearly 16 overs.
Nortje to Shanaka. That's up and over. And that's going to be 4. That's over the covers. And 4 more for Sri Lanka. Much needed. Brings up the ton as well. So 101 for 5. There's 7 off the over from Heinrich Nortje. He's got figures of 1 for 20 now. And much needed boundary that for Sri Lanka. Played it nicely.
Well, we'll have a quick look at the Sri Lankan scorecard. Sri Lanka, Nisanka still there, 52 of 49. They were put into bat by South Africa. Pereira got 7 of 10. Asalanka got 21. He got a little bit of a start there. Good, make something big out of it. 21 of 14. Sa didn't trouble them. They're currently at the crease is Nisanka and Dasun Shanaka, who's batting on 7 of 10 deliveries.
This is a Channel 2 Group Global production as the Pretorius starts his second over, and well, the batsman has worked it all the way from the offside to the leg side, and he's managed to steer that all the way to the square leg boundary. Got 4 more. How wide was that?
Yeah,
So Clive Lloyd, that delivery.
yeah. That's a good shot. You can play that on this type and this sort of wicket.
Right.
Bounce is sort of normal. You go wide and it's there, and you just sort of pick it up. And that's a good shot.
That was a
Good
right angle.
improvisation.
That was a right angle, that wasn't it? 90 degrees, that shot.
Such a patented shot by mainly the South Asian batsmen. I mean, just look at that.
The ball's almost off the pitch when it pitches. We've got another wide one here, and that's again played very wide of the off stump. They're going to run through for a single off the bottom of the bat that time.
Yeah, this time
it
Nisanka
actually
was
came
not
off,
able to make a
yeah.
good connection there like he did the earlier time when he got that ball across the boundary for 4 runs. So some kind of a repair work being done by both these batsmen. Meanwhile, if we were to have a look at the bowling from South Africa, Markram has bowled 2 overs, gave 8 runs, hasn't picked up a wicket. Rabada
Ooh.
15.
We've got 4 more here. And,
Meanwhile, 4 more runs there, adding to the Sri Lankan total. Sri Lanka playing in Sharjah, 110 for 5. This is over number 17, and Pretorius has been hit.
that was another wide one, and he just got a little tickle on that, and it went over the outstretched glove of Quentin de Kock. He couldn't quite get his right hand to it. He got a thickish edge on it.
Got a touch there.
Yeah, and could de Kock have? It's a tricky chance, Sir Clive. Do you think he could have got hold of that?
I think he was late to react, if
Yeah.
you could see. A little late to react.
Yeah.
Normally he would get something like that.
Oh, he's gone for this one again. It's another wideish one. He's going to be out this time. We have a wicket as the cover sweeper fielder comes in, and that is the end of Shanaka. And we have the 6th wicket down. Sri Lanka 110 for 6.
It's all happening here. This is over number 17. Pretorius hit for 2 fours, 1 leg by, and now he picks up this wicket, and it is Dasun Shanaka, 11 of 12. He has to make the walk back to the pavilion, but
That's
good
right.
thing for Sri Lanka is that Nisanka is still there. He's the man who's got a 50 under his belt, and he's the one who spent a lot of time on the wicket, so lots expected from him. He needs to accelerate the score because not too many overs left after this.
That's Rabada, the sweeper cover fielder with the catch, and nice catch.
But I must say that on a pitch of this nature, your fielders have got to be on top of their game. They have to take their catches. They've got to, sort of cut the fours and so on, and restrict the players from getting the full complement of runs. And they've done so well. Really, in this innings. The catching has been really good. Some very good catching, and they put some pressure under the South African. They put pressure on the South African batters.
Absolutely, and that's
why
why
they had to play at wide ball, because that ball just now was quite wide. It would have been, called wide if he'd left it.
Right, absolutely.
Pretorius in again. Again, it's wide of the off stump. That's cut away this time to the cover sweeper fielder. That'll be Rabada again. It's going to be 1 run. You're listening to the thoughts of Sir Clive Lloyd. Anurag Malhotras here. I'm Richard Allen. So we bring you ball-by-ball commentary of this Group 1 World Cup encounter between South Africa and Sri Lanka. ICC Men's T20 Cricket World Cup. And welcome along wherever you are in the world listening to this broadcast right now.
This is over number 17, and we see the figure of Nelson on the board for Sri Lanka. They're 111 for the loss of 6 wickets. 1 more delivery in this over. This one is played on the offside, but won't fetch anything more than a single straight to the fielder there. After the end of 17 overs from Sharjah, this is 112 for 6. Sri Lanka put into bat by South Africa.
South Africa using 6 bowlers, and Two have now fulfilled their quota. That's Maharaj and Shamsi. 4 overs for 34, no wicket. Maharaj, very expensive. Shamsi 4 for 17, so and 3 wickets. So certainly the display of the game so far. 3 for 17 off 4 Shamsi.
And just for some of you who may have just joined us, the fall of wickets, Sri Lanka have been losing their wickets in regular intervals, and that's the reason probably why they find themselves at 112 for 6 after 17 overs. They've got 3 more overs left to make the best of what they can, put up a challenging total. We here in the commentary box have been doing our predictions, looking at something around 140, 145. If they can put that up, would that be good enough for them?
Well, if they get to 140, they've done very well.
KG's back on. Rabada comes in for his 3rd over, and that's played on the offside. Fielder's picked it up. There's going to be 1 run here.
And the thing is, too, this guy Pretorius comes to the he comes to the back end and looks slightly innocuous at times, but picks up a lot of wickets. He got 3 against the West Indies, if I'm not wrong. And here, I think he's got 1 already.
Yeah.
And he might just sort of pinch another 2 out. So,
absolutely. Talking about the bowling, South African bowling, Markram hasn't picked up a wicket.
Big hit there, Anurag. That's a big 6 down to mid-wicket off Rabada, and it's Nisanka who's getting a shift on here. He really picked that one and absolutely launched him. That's 6 more here in Sharjah as Sri Lanka move on to 119 now. Bowler comes in, it's outside of the off stump, it's shortish one, and just pulls him over deep mid-wicket. That's a beautiful shot.
Absolutely, made a great connection there, and there was no chance. The fielders could only see it flying over their heads, and wonderful shot. 6 runs there, and Sri Lanka getting that move on right now. They're trying to accelerate here. Run rate 6.87. 119 for 6. This is over number 18, and this one he's drawing away from the stumps.
It's going to be caught. No.
He's lucky he didn't carry to the fielder there.
Yeah, he got a toe edge on that one. Made room for the shot. Skied it a bit, and the point fielder was having to run backwards to get it, but it's just dropped short. So runs and not a wicket that time, and an almighty 6 on the preceding delivery. So Sri Lanka, this is the time they're going to really go for it now. Time is running out. 17.3 overs, only 120 on the board. Karunaratne is the new batsman. He's got 2, and he's facing now, and the angle down there offside to the short cover fielder. So 1 more, 121 for 6.
And Sir Clive Lord, today the pick of the bowlers has been Tabraiz Shamsi. He's picked up 3 wickets, just given 17 runs in his 4 over, economy of 4.25. So do you see the Sri Lankan spinners too coming to the fore when South Africa comes out to bat?
Well, it all depends.
Ooh, we got another big hit here, and that's another 4. And that one, this time he's been pulled by Nisanka as Rabada down to backward square leg. Another shortish one, and he was onto it quick, the batsman, pulled it beautifully. 4 more.
Suddenly the Sri Lankan batsmen have come alive, and so have the crowds here at the Sharjah Stadium. Everybody's erupting in joy because their batsmen have started connecting very well. They're accelerating, and suddenly the Sri Lankan supporters are hopeful of a good score. 125 for 6. This is over number 18. Hit again very well.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful shot. Gets the gap there. Long off. 4 runs.
Cover
Superb
drive.
batting.
What an over this is. Rabada has been absolutely destroyed in this over. And that was a cover drive to end. We had the ball before with a lovely shot as well. Oh, catch your breath here. Sri Lanka are really getting a move on.
Yes, there's a lone innings here by Nisanka.
Yeah.
He's batting very well. He's playing some good shots, and it's a pity he didn't have a couple of other earlier batsmen staying with him, because probably they would have posted a much larger score. But at the moment, they have 2 overs to go and 1 ball, and they're playing. Doing quite well at the moment, but I still think at the moment they were about 20 or 30 short.
From Sharjah, the score is 129 for 6 after the completion of 18 overs. This is over number 19, which will be starting. And it is going to be Pretorius, who's got the ball in his hand. He's bowled 2 good overs earlier. Can he restrain the Sri Lankan batsman? We'll wait and watch. He's only given 12 runs so far in his first 2 overs and picked up a wicket as well.
Will he be victorious? That's the thing. Pretorius. Yeah. So Rabada was taken to the cleaners. Again, very wide of the off stump as the batsman shuffles over. It's going to be a single. Covers. Fielder comes in, down a long off.
What a innings it's been from Nissanka. 72 of 56. Absolutely brilliant. And the main thing is he's still there for the last 2 overs. And if he can just finish the game for Sri Lanka, I'm sure we'll have a good total right up there, challenging right in the face of South Africa, and we can have an exciting match here.
Yeah, that first ball has gone for 2 runs then of Pretorius is over. Oh, he's gone big on this one as Karunaratne. And he's going to be caught out. He's gone by the man coming in for another wicket down for 100 as Karunaratne goes for a big one. Doesn't get enough on it. He's gone for 5.
Well, I told you this Pretorius, and he comes to the end here, but he's normally victorious. And again, he's really captured a couple of wickets at a time when South Africa do need wickets, and he just seemed to have that knack of getting wickets a day.
That was a slower one.
Crucial time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So he's been a good ally to Tabrez Shamsi, who's picked up 3 wickets. And but more credit goes to Pretorius. He's coming at a very, very critical point. This is over number 19 when the batsmen are going to come after you. He has held his position while he's bowled very steadily. Gave 2 runs on the first delivery, picked up a wicket. Already picked 2 wickets, just 14 runs, and I think his captain will be mighty pleased with Pretorius' performance so far. And Sri Lanka, from Sharjah, 131 for the loss of 7 wickets. This is over number 19.
So Van der Dussen with the catch there, and 7 down now, 107.2, 4 more to come in this over. Nissanka has played a beautiful innings, 72 from 56. He's joined now by Chamira out in the middle as they look to maybe get 150 here. And he's gone for a Dilshan there, and he's missed it completely. Not a very elegant stroke there from Nissanka. So it's going to be a dot ball here, so straight through to de Kock, that one.
Yeah, but it's a top innings.
Yeah, it's been a beautiful innings, hasn't it?
Played some terrific shots.
Yeah. Well, if they could go and get a century, that would be something for the tournament.
We get to see the first century of the tournament so far, Richard.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody is going to raise his hand and say, I'm going to do it, and let's hope to see it soon in the tournament. It'll be good for the game of cricket.
Oh, he's gone big on this one. He's skied it over square leg, and he's going to be caught out. That's the shame. That's the end of Nissanka. He was going big again for 6, but he's been caught out in the deep. He's gone off the bowling of Pretorius, who is
3 for 14.
Victorious. Yeah.
And again, the commentators curse. You just praised him so much, and Nissanka has to take that walk back. But a very, very good innings for his team. 72 of 58, and not in the easiest conditions. You had to actually make those strokes, make those runs, and he's batted very beautifully, but for this shot. And of course he has a license to hit because hardly any overs left. He wanted to accelerate it further, unfortunately finding the fielder there, and he has to return. So a good knock from there, Nissanka. Sri Lanka from Sharjah, 131 for the loss of 8 wickets. This is over number 19.
And you have to give them, their fielders, some credit. I mean, they've taken everything that has come their way, and you have to take catches when the pitch is as perfect as this. So it's a good performance for South Africa to restrict them to 131 on a pitch that's really not really helping too many of their balls.
You're listening to the thoughts of Sir Clive Lloyd in the comms box here alongside Anurag Malhotra. I'm Richard Allen. Welcome along as we bring you the final over and a bit here of this Sri Lankan innings. And that's a nicely pulled shot there off Pretorius. That's going to be a couple of runs here down to square leg. Nicely played and some good running between the wickets. So Chamira's got a couple now. Thikshan is the new batsman out there. It really seems to sit up on that pitch, doesn't it? The ball.
Yes, it bounced a little bit. It was fairly short. Hittable. But he didn't connect it.
So basically, two bowlers, the Sri Lankan bowlers at the crease right
Oh.
now. This one is Hoik there, and this time again straight to the fielder, not able to cross over the boundary, missed out twice there. Long hits, big hits, but not enough legs to carry them over and getting the fielder there. It is Chamira now batting on 3 of 2. Thikshana, the spinner, and the paceman Chamira both at the crease. They have to do their duties as batsmen now. And Sri Lanka 134 for 8 after 19 overs, and just one more over to come. They're scoring at a run rate of 7.05.
Yeah, that was a big swipe down the leg side again by Chamira, but not able to beat the field. So Nortje is going to come on for the last one. So final over will be bowled by Einarek Nortje, who's got figures of 1 for 20 from his 3 overs so far. Chamira is going to be facing him. So 134, 150 would be a great result, but we shall see.
So quick recap on our predictions. I said 140. I said 140. I said 140.
135, I think.
You said said 135. I said 140.
I can't remember.
I'm sure you do. Richard,
I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
Selective memory, I say, Richard.
Yeah.
You remember when I say so, Richard, you remember that you think I called you Sir Richard.
Anyway.
हेलो हेलो হ্যাঁ কি করিস
Decided that it was a well-known look, and Hadley is relaxed and satisfied. Richard Hadley got the best team bowling against in the big. What do I advise? Because he also. In this Group 1 encounter, ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Anna Malhotras here, and Sir Clive Lloyd here as well. Got a bit of a problem here. The coffee machine's broken, so we've not had a coffee break. Dusmantha Chamera is going to start off the bowling for Sri Lanka. Strike rate of 22.
And wherever you're joining us for this ball-by-ball commentary, just a quick recap. Sri Lanka put into bat by South Africa were all out for 142 in their allotted 20 overs. The impact players, the highlights in batting for Sri Lanka, it was Nisanka, 72 of 58 deliveries. Asalanka got 21 of 14. As for the bowling is concerned, it was 3 for 17 by Shamsi, and Pretorius also got 3 for 17. And now we are seeing South Africa response. They need 143 runs to win this game, and it is De Kock as well as Reese Hendricks who are out there in the middle for South Africa, and the ball is in the hand of Chamira.
Yeah, Quentin de Kock is off the mark, back in the side today. Wicketkeeper, batsman, superstar, and we're up and running. So de Kock's off the mark, and Lisa Hendricks facing Chamira now, who comes in, right arm over the wicket, shortish one, that's punched down towards the fielder at short third man. There's going to be no run taken, so one without loss. Target is 143.
Yes, Chamira is opened the attack for Sri Lanka, while it is Quinton de Kock and Reese Hendricks who are at the crease. It is Sri Lanka versus South Africa, and the challenge ahead of South Africa, they need to score 143, ensure 2 more points and move up in the table. It's a very, very tough group here which they are playing in, with England and Australia right on top. Meanwhile, Chamira comes in, right arm over the wicket, and he bowls this one, played to the fielder there, shot mid-wicket. There'll be no run.
Yep, 2 without loss. Chamira is your bowler, and he's gets quite a good pace up, there's Chamira. This game in Sharjah in the UAE, and later on we'll bring you ball-by-ball coverage of the game in Dubai, which is the old enemy. It's England versus Australia, and this is for to top Group 1, and of course it probably means a bit more than just topping the group, winning against the old enemy. Chamira in again.
Testing DOS live to air mic.
That's a single down to square leg as
Well, it looks an easy pitch, really, and I'm positive that that South Africa have the type of players that will deal with this sort of wicket. They're not doing much, and they're good back foot players, and they'll probably be able, unless they do something silly. And
Absolutely.
I think they should coast this.
This is Sri Lanka versus South Africa. South Africa 143 required to win. This one is played defensively. Back to the bowler. It's Dushmantha Chamira. He bowls quick, and that last delivery 147 kilometers an hour.
yeah, you're
He's
right.
really bending his back here.
Yeah,
He's probably their best pace bowler. He did extremely well in the West Indies. He was, he caused them quite a bit of trouble.
got a free hit here. So an overstep by the bowler, clearly over the line, and we're going to have a free hit. We've not had a free hit for a while, so they've had 6 free hits altogether, Sri Lanka, in the Super 12s.
We wait and watch if the South African batsman can take full advantage of this free hit.
De Kock is facing, and well, no, he's not. That was right on his feet. And he wasn't able to get that away, just got that down to the man at third man. So disappointing. In fact, it just clipped his pad, so it's a leg by.
Well, it's well bowled by Chimera, bowled Yorker length, sort of, and it was, yes, well
Off his
directed.
toe, yeah.
And that delivery, another very, very quick delivery, 145 kilometers an hour, right on the pads of Quinton de Kock, not giving him any opportunity there. And it's 4 for no loss. This is last delivery of the first over and played quietly to the fielder at short mid-wicket. And end of over number 1, it is South Africa 4 for no loss from Sharjah.
So, yeah, actually caught him on his toe, that ball, that Yorker. Caught de Kock on his... be careful how I phrase this. Caught Quinton de Kock on his foot. Now, there's not much protection around that area, Sir Clive. That's got to hurt, hasn't it? Got to sting that.
Slip of the mind.
Well, the point is, in some of these shoes now, they have a good tip on in your boot.
Right.
So when you get hit there, it's not as painful
Yeah.
as the old shoes.
Is it like a steel toe cap sort of thing? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a bit, for the batters, it's a sort of thickest sort of rubber around the rims there. Because people like these light boots to bat with. And so,
Yeah. Yeah.
half spikes.
Yeah. Okay, de Kock hit on the foot. We'll move on. Mahesh, I think Shana is coming on now. Off spinner. And he's been pretty good so far in this tournament. Maybe been overshadowed slightly by his spin bowling partner, Hasaranga. So we're going to see him bowling to Quinton de Kock now.
So Clive Lord, again we see this strategy by most of the captains in this format of the game, starting with spin at one end and with the pace bowler at the other end, trying to see which one probably is going to make more impression or more impact to the batsman and what kind of assistance the pitch has, in this situation. So something which you've been seeing very often. Next delivery, this is fly dead. He heaves it, and this has gone for 4 runs.
Beautiful, down to long leg. That's Quinton de Kock just arrogantly swipes that one away from Theekshana. His first ball, he's bowled to him, and just off his pads, just launches it behind him casually. And we got 4 more on the board.
Well, there's one thing about it. If he stays in there long enough, he will get runs. This is his type of pitch, really.
Yeah.
And if you stray, he's gonna put you away.
Yeah. Given the
the other thing I'm thinking, anybody of this ball is played down there, widen it on for 1 by de Kock.
Just another one.
The point is that any other team now looking or who've got to play and Sharjah, if you notice that there's no grass on, and they can now have an idea what team to pick because of You'll see how much bounce it's got. Is it turning a bit or whatever?
Absolutely.
So you'll have to take note of what's happening here.
Those great insights and fine points coming from
That's going
the
to be
legends, Clive Lloyd. And meanwhile, this one is played on the offside, and the batsman will cross over for 2. South Africa chasing 142, require 143 to win. This is over number 2, and they are 11 for no loss from Sharjah.
That's Hendricks who picks up a couple there. And do you think Quentin de Kock maybe got something to prove today as well? You can tell he looks very focused, and I think he's going to be determined to get a good score here.
Absolutely, that's his opportunity. He's just made his way back to the team, so he would want to make an impact here after he's returned to the team. Meanwhile, he plays that to the onside. One more run added. It's 12 for no loss. This is over number 2, and Theekshana has not played up to his potential. We haven't seen a lot of variation from him. He has been taken for runs, and as you rightly pointed out, Richard, Hasaranga has been the more effective bowler as far as Sri Lanka is concerned so far.
Yeah, I think Hasaranga can maybe just do more on a benign pitch than Theekshana can.
And in comes Theekshana, next delivery. This is drifting down the leg side, and the batsman draws away from the stumps, plays it to the offside to the fielder at mid-off, and they will get a single.
And I think the Kock too would want to get some runs now because some very important games are coming up. It's a very important part of the tournament.
Yeah.
So he would now want to get among the runs here.
Yeah. And he wants the journalists to be writing about his talent rather than anything else.
Everything else in the world,
yeah.
absolutely. And next delivery, this is well bowled, and the
nice.
fielder there, he fails to field it on his follow-through. And the batsmen have enough time. They cross over for another single. After 2 overs, it is South Africa 14 for no loss from Sharjah.
The off-spinner did get some turn on that one. It turned right into the right-hander. It's 14 without loss. And Theekshana going for 10 in his opening over. So we're going to see the quick Kumara on now. Lahiru Kumara. Now this fella bowls quick. And Hendricks is going to be facing. He's on 5. Quentin de Kock is on 7. South Africa have all their wickets intact. They're chasing a target of 143 here in Sharjah as we're about to start the 3rd over. Lahiru Kumara, right arm quick, is going to be bowling it.
Wherever you're listening to this broadcast, this has been brought to you by Channel 2 Global Production. And it is Lahiru Kumara who's coming into bowl to Hendricks now. It's a good delivery, and Hendricks not able to get his bat really onto that, and goes to a direction where he wasn't intending to play, but enough time for him to cross over for a single.
Inside edge, and went down to the fine leg fielder.
I'm wondering too, seeing that they've changed the pitch as such, the square, did they get some sort of turf from somewhere else so it could be a little quicker or not? Or they just returfed this thing.
Yeah.
Because if you're changing it, you want to, you can either get a little bit more bounce or whatever. So I don't know. Sometimes it takes a long time for the soil to sort of gel.
Yeah.
And you get a good square. But looking at it now, they all seem to be playing the same way.
Yeah.
Right,
devoid of grass, and you're going to have to bend your back if you want to get some pace.
Meanwhile, the next delivery has been played on the onside to the fielder there at square leg. Another single. South Africa is 16 for no loss. This is over number 3, and it's Kumara in action for Sri Lanka. And for South Africa, it's Quinton de Kock and Rhys Hendricks. Next one played defensively and goes to the fielder there on the offside. No chance of a run. 16 for no loss from Sharjah. This is South Africa versus Sri Lanka. South Africa requiring 143 to win this game and move up in the table. Currently, as for this table is concerned, it's Australia and England right on top. with 2 victories under their belt each, and it is a fight right now between Sri Lanka and South Africa. They both have won 1 game each earlier, and they would be wanting to take this game so that they can move up in this group. A very tough group there.
It's Kamara to Hendricks, who steers him away down to square leg. Fielder picks it up. They'll get up 1 run here. 146 kilometres an hour Lahiru Kamara is bowling at to these South African batsmen. And the pitch in Sharjah, fairly slowish pitch. But we've seen all options used here. South Africa used 6 different bowlers. Spin and seam. We're back to seam here for Sri Lanka right now, and he's been the quickest. In fact, Anrika Nortje has been the quickest today, 148k. Chamira 146. Kamara not far behind. Comes in again over the wickets. That's played nicely, and that's down to that's down to the long on boundary for 4 more runs.
That's a very good shot.
That delivery beautifully timed. Absolutely vacant area there. No fielder. Infield is in. This is power play overs, and beautifully that delivery hits the boundary. Another 4 runs there for South Africa. So some good batting at display there by Quinton de Kock.
You can either say classy or majestic.
Yeah. He's he's all of those things, isn't he, Quinton de Kock? And he's played that one down to the fielder short mid-off. There's going to be no run off that ball, so that ends the over, and 7 off it.
So after the completion of 3 overs from Sharjah, this South Africa is 21 for no loss.
This is a Channel 2 Group Global production. You're hearing the thoughts of Sir Clive Lloyd in the commentary box alongside Anurag Malhotra. I'm Richard Allen. Welcome along. And Sharjah, one of the venues for this ICC Men's T20 World Cup, alongside Abu Dhabi and Dubai. And the earlier rounds, some of those games came from Oman as well, you may recall. And that was the beautiful ground in Muscat.
So Clive Lloyd, so good start there by South Africa,
Yes.
steady start.
They've done very well. And they haven't lifted a bat in anger.
Chamira, that's a streaky one. There's going to be 4 more. It's bottom edge of Hendricks' bat.
But that was a bat in angle, not in anger.
This is the other French cut.
The French cut we were talking about.
That's down to the fine leg boundary 4.
And French don't play cricket. So that is interesting.
There's a French cut. There's all manner of French things. There's a French exit. You know about the French exit?
No, I don't.
It's when you leave a party without telling anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done that several times.
That's the best way to leave a party. It's the best way.
Does say I have a bit of French in it.
Coming back to live action, here is Chamira in his second over. Next delivery.
Oh,
He wraps him in the pads.
Ooh, he's got
And
him.
yes.
He's been given. He's been
Umpire has adjudged him. LBW, will they go up for a review? We'll wait and watch. And yes, a good express delivery there by Chamira, and had the batsman in all sorts of trouble. So I think a bit of contemplation there between the 2 batsmen. I'm sure Hendricks is going to check with de Kock. He's doing that exactly, getting his impression on it, and we will see if they refer this to the 3rd umpire.
It would be funny to find out that it's bounced over the stumps. I doubt whether with this pitch being so placid.
Yes, South Africa have reviewed that, and that ball hitting
It's
the
quite
batsman.
high. Yeah.
Top part of the pad, over the flap.
Well, the batsman was really squared up there. He was squared up for room, and it hits him. There's no bat involved. Ultra Edge says no bat. Hits him high on the pad. He's also jumping.
But if it's a marginal case, it'll go in the advantage of the bowler, because the soft signal is that the umpire has given him out, and let's see.
It's going to be top of the bail, and that is going to be out.
Well.
So the decision will stand, and we have a wicket.
We got unfortunate there, I think.
Yeah, but he seemed to be playing very late to the quicks. Chamiri played fairly late too.
So anything which could have saved him was the bounce, and we saw the ball tracking show the ball actually clipping right the top of the stumps, and since the soft signal was out, no reprieve there for the batsman, and he has to walk back. South Africa is 25 for 1. This game is being played in Sharjah. This is over number 4.
Yeah, that was a good delivery of that. LBW, and we got one down, and it's game on here as it's a vital game for both of these sides, and they've both been beaten by Australia.
This could have been absolutely the other way if the umpire had not given him out, and it was just clipping the top of the stumps. Meaning with the umpire's call, probably the batsman would have been still there at the wicket.
You've got to be lucky if you're a batsman to get hit that way going over the stump. There's no grass to say that it's going to bounce a lot. And he's been playing fairly late earlier. But, you know, it's a good ball, well bowled by Sri Lanka, and just put a little bit of pressure now on the South Africans.
Rassie is out. Rassie van der Dusen. He's facing Chamira, who plays that nicely. Van der Dusen steers him down towards square leg. It's going to be a single here. Quentin de Kock's 12 from 9. He's played nicely. 26 for 1. Fairly modest target. So lovely. Just watching a replay of the LBW.
Really, that one just clipping the top of the stumps, and trifle unlucky, I would say, the batsman there. But, well, these things happen in cricket, and hopefully they even out for all the teams.
Well, you have to give the bowler some credit, because the point is to get somebody LBW here.
26 for 1, Chamira into Quentin de Kock, who's got hold of that. He's skied it, and he's out. He's been caught.
Sri Lanka back in this game. 2 quick wickets, and 26 for 2 now. Chamira picks up another wicket. 2 wickets in his first over, in his second over, I beg your pardon. And absolutely the Sri Lankan fans are jubilant there at the Sharjah Stadium. And a very, very big blow. And the man going back is Quentin de Kock. Got 12 of 10. I think, again, Richard, commentator's curse, you just said that he was playing pretty well.
Caught and bowled by Chamira. Quentin de Kock went for a huge one there. Got a huge top edge on it. And the tables have turned in terms of momentum. That was another sharp delivery that from Chamira, and Quentin de Kock was all over that one. And there was no way that anyone was going to drop that. So caught and bowled, and all of a sudden, momentum is with Sri Lanka. How do you see this one going now?
It's quite interesting. They now have to regroup here, South Africa. But the guy in the Van Dusen, he's in good nick. If he stays around, he probably gets some runs. But it's made the afternoon very interesting.
Yeah. Absolutely. What a spell of seam bowling. Pace bowling has it been from Chamira. He's bent his back. He's picked up 2 wickets in this over. Just given 5 runs. 2 wickets for 8 runs. This is over number 2. What a great spell of bowling. And out comes the captain, Bavuma.
That means that he's changed. He normally opens.
Yeah.
So he's gone a bit lower.
Probably low on confidence because he didn't get any good batting and good scores while batting at the top. He's pulled himself down to come in now. And much would be expected from Bavuma. He has to play. He has to contribute as a captain with the bat. He's a batsman.
Yeah. So, responsibility on him. And just watching a replay of the end of Quentin de Kock. That's why the Sri Lankan players are so excited. He's the man they wanted out, and they've got him.
Funny enough, this got big on him, actually.
Suddenly, a lot of bounce we saw on pace. So suddenly this pitch, we've been talking about the pitch, both the Sri Lankan bowlers have been able to extract some pace and bounce out of it.
Wide of the crease, Chamira bowling there, and that's a slow one. Well, fast one actually, 144.
At the end of 4 overs from Sharjah, it's 26 for 2. South Africa playing against Sri Lanka. They need 143 runs to win.
Yep, this game from Sharjah in the UAE, and later on the game will be from Dubai International Stadium. It's a huge encounter. It's England versus Australia, the top 2 teams in terms of points on the board in Group 1 in the Super 12s. And that match is 6 p.m. local time. That's Dubai time. 143 the target here. 26 for 2. There's still 2 overs in this power play. And we're going to get another over from the quick Lahiru Kumara. He's going to be bowling to Van der Dussen, who's just got 1 from 1. The South African captain is at the other end. He is yet to score. This game is nicely poised as Kumara comes in to Van der Dussen, who gets him away. And that's down to the long leg boundary. It's going to make it. No, some tag team fielding here. And they're going to get a couple of runs. Almost creeps over the rope there for 4.
Absolutely. That fielder there suddenly appeared from nowhere and just right at the nick of time was able to push the ball away from the boundary rope, saving a couple of runs for his team. And 28 for 2 now. This is over number 5. It's Kumara who's got the ball in his hand. And we see a fine bit of fielding there.
It seems that the
And
Sri
that
Lanka.
was Hasaranga, one Hindu Hasaranga who fielded there.
It looks like the Sri Lankans are getting a little bit more pace off the pitch than the South African fast bowlers.
Yeah. Oh, that's pacey, wasn't it?
Good delivery.
Yeah.
145 kilometers again.
Oh, yeah. They're going to run. There's a misfield here. They're going to run a couple of runs. That was a good delivery, and had the batsman beaten, all ends up. But they managed to run too.
And you know, the Sri Lankan team has got phenomenal support here in Sharjah. The Sharjah stadium is full of Sri Lankans today, and they want the team to do well and beat South Africa. So great contest here.
Well, there's a direct throw on the stumps there. It was very close in, and it missed, and that's how they got two extra runs. It's got a bit spicy out in the middle as Kumara throws one back at the batsman Van der Dussen, who just prodded the ball back to him after it was bowled, and then he just thought, well, I'm going to throw this at your stumps.
Yeah, some words being exchanged and a lot of aggression being showed there by the Sri Lankan paceman Kumara. I mean, he bowled a beautiful delivery. The batsman just played it back defensively. He saw the batsman was a bit outside the crease, and in his aggression to create an impact, he threw that ball back and, not been taken very kindly, and the umpires are talking to each other.
Yeah.
There is something happening there in the field which is because of that incident.
Joel and Paul Wilson are out there, the umpires. They're chatting to the batsman and the Sri Lankan captain.
So a lot of intensity being shown there by the Sri Lankan bowlers and the fielders there, and the South African batsman. 30 for 2. This is over number 5. Let's see what happened once more.
So he bowls it. It's probably back to him, and then Kumara throws it directly at the batsman's bat after the play is finished.
So Clive Lloyd, your impressions on that? What exactly happened there?
No, well, I don't think the guy is back in his crease, and the ball is coming at him, and he left his bat. He didn't try to knock it away or anything.
High spirits.
Small matter.
Yeah.
Small matter, Sir Clive Lloyd says, and we move on. After 4.3 overs from Sharjah, it is South Africa 30 for 2. They're chasing 143.
Van der Dussen is facing. He's on 5 as Lahiru Kumara comes in again over the wicket. That's wideish one. That's nicely played down to cover. It's cut off by the fielder though. It's going to be a run.
Beautiful piece of fielding there. You know, it was hit very well, stroked very well. A very good dive there, and saving a few runs for his team is the fielder there. 31 for 2. This is over number 5.
Well, his teammates congratulated him like he'd caught him out or something, but very pleased with that fielding. Yeah. South Africa are on 31 for 2 here as Kumara comes in again, and there's going to be no run here.
Late to the fielder there, backward point, no run.
Very good spell here by the Sri Lankan fast bowlers.
A lot of intensity, very aggressive.
Hurrying them to play their shots. This is good stuff.
This target's not going to be easy to get from here, is it? It's not straightforward.
I think Sri Lanka sense their chance. They've got 2 wickets, and they're exerting all kind of pressure so that if they can sneak in another 1 or 2 wickets, South Africa could be in trouble here.
Full toss. Not punished though. There's going to be a single run unless they get some overthrows. That was down to mid-off. Just one more to the total. 6 from the over from Kumara. 32 for 2. There's just one left in the power play.
After 5 overs, 32 for 2. And this match is coming to you from Sharjah in UAE. South Africa versus Sri Lanka.
And ball-by-ball commentary. Sir Clive Lloyd is here. Anurag Malhotra, I'm Richard Allen. Welcome along. We have listeners all over the world. Sagan Core Life in Barbados, Sri Lanka, SLC, India Digital 2 Sports Network, SEN in Australia and New Zealand, and our friends in South Africa. That's SABC. I wonder what the mood in South Africa is like at the moment watching this one.
We see the comparison after 5 overs. Sri Lanka were 26 for 1 and they ended up with 142. And South Africa, after 5 overs, are 32 for 2. So who would you think, Sir Clive Lloyd, has just that little nose ahead?
Well, it's evenly poised there. 5 overs at 32 for 2. Chasing 143. Yes, if they get another 2 wickets, then it put the cat among the pigeons.
It's Karunaratne coming in to bowl the next delivery over the wickets and playing a miss there. And Karunaratne has a smile on his face. He just won a moral battle over the batsman there, beat him there. No run. Ball goes to the wicket keeper. Good first up delivery from Karunaratne.
Yeah, he's medium fast, so slight change in the pace. Just watching an attempted run out replay.
That would have been pretty close. I think Bavuma would have had the silver medal there, actually.
Tamba Bavuma is facing Karunaratne. Right arm over the wicket. He plays that nicely down to the fielder at mid-on. There's going to be 1 run. They're getting this ball in quick, aren't they, the fielders? But then you always feel there's a chance of overthrows here.
In fact, at the other end, the batsmen also putting pressure on the field. They're trying to take quick singles. Probably they want them to wilt under the pressure and allow a few deliveries to go, create the gaps. And 32 for 2. This is over number 6. Sri Lanka, 48%. Win predictor. South Africa, 52%.
That's as close as I've seen win predictor.
Well, that'll change.
Yeah, win predictor is sitting on the fence today. Karunaratne coming in again to Van der Dessen, who's got 6. And that's 6 runs, that is. And he's just prodded that away to the fielder at mid-off. There's going to be a quickly run single. Again, fast between the wickets. Bavuma's on 2. Van der Dessen's on 7. 143 the target. 34 for 2.
I presume my West Indian friends are quite happy because the guys got 2 points on the board yesterday.
Yeah.
That was a great game.
Hoping that they
Bangladesh
continue
and West
in the
Indies.
same.
Yeah. Karunaratne in again to Bavuma. Ooh, he got a bottom edge on that. Lucky not to play it onto his stumps. Just goes down by his wickets and there's going to be no run.
Yeah, change of pace there. Relatively a slower delivery, 136 kilometers an hour. And the batsman not able to negotiate that pace properly. He just got bottom part of his bat. And good bowling.
I must say that the the Sri Lankans look like they're ready. They're moving around quickly. They're showing a lot of enthusiasm here, and this is good. I mean, it's not a large score, but still, they want to make some inroads into the middle order of the South African batting.
Bavuma facing, that's just outside his off stump. He manages to get bat on it, fends it away on the offside. There's another quickly run single off Karunaratne.
Good delivery there again. Good line and length. Singles really are not going to bother Sri Lanka so much. And they bowled pretty well, pretty tight. And they've been able to exploit a wicket, through that express pace and the way they have, their line has been. So, yes, a very good performance by Sri Lanka so far. This is over number 6. One more delivery to come. It's Karunaratne coming in to bowl the last delivery of his over. Bowls this, and this is played on the onside to the fielder there. Again, quick signal.
Overthrows.
Are there going to be overthrows, and are they going to be... Oh, my God, that's going to be 5 overthrows. 1 run and 4 more. 5 more runs added. Much needed 5 to the South African total. They are 40 for 2 from Sharjah after 6 overs.
Well, we did talk about overthrows, how keen they were with the fielding. And That's a prime example of what they can cost you. Yeah.
Yes, they're hurrying the players into, to the ball, and I don't know if Sri Lanka are not accustomed to this sort of thing, and they seem to be faltering all the time. This is the second set of overthrows they've had, and the guys are now touched and running, and they're putting them under some pressure.
Absolutely, it's a game of attrition. Both the teams want to have an upper hand. They want to dominate the other team, and they are employing different tactics. The batsmen trying to put pressure on the field, while the fielders trying to put pressure on the batsmen. The bowlers trying to bowl their heart out here. They picked up 2 wickets, and that's the end of the power play. The game is going to get a little more tough as far as the batsmen are concerned to score runs, because the field is now going to be spread out, and we see it is going to be Hasaranga, who has been pressed into the attack.
So the leggy is coming on. Hasaranga, he's had a good tournament so far.
Yes, they're going to test the South Africans here with a spin, see how they negotiate it. It could be a very interesting part of this game.
Absolutely, we will see how the South African batsmen negotiate the spin of Hasaranga. He is a very, very good spinner, and batsmen all over the world respect his art, and we will see. Can he do something for his team? Can he give them another breakthrough? We'll wait and watch.
Right-handed Van der Dussen is facing. That's a foolish one. He gets it to the fielder at short fine leg. There's 1 run to start the over. 143 is the target. 41 for 2, 6.1 overs. Bavuma's 3 from 8 deliveries. Van der Dussen 13 from 8 deliveries. Bavuma, the captain, is facing Hasaranga now.
And those of you who may have just joined us, run you through the scorecard of the South African team. Meanwhile, this delivery is well bowled, played quietly on the offside to the fielder there at point, and just 1 more run.
I'm just wondering if, with the 143, you need to spread the field out. Let them play some shots. Bring in the man from deep in the cover here. Let them try and hit over the top.
Yeah.
Really put some pressure back on them, because they're now really just taking singles.
Oh, that's kept low on Van der Dussen, who gets it away on the leg side for a single. Saranga's going to look to vary things up a little bit.
Meanwhile, those of you who just joined us, it was South Africa won the toss, put Sri Lanka into bat. Sri Lanka got 142, and in their reply, South Africa are 43 for 2. Ooh. Meanwhile, this one, there's an appeal for LBW.
Going down.
But the umpire's not interested. Sri Lanka have 2 reviews remaining. South Africa have used 1 review earlier. But Sri Lanka decides against using that review. Meanwhile, quick look at the batting card. South Africa, they opened with Quinton de Kock. He got 12 of 10. Then Reese Hendricks, 11 of 12. Currently at the crease is Rasi Van der Dussen and Themba Bavuma, the captain, 4 of 10. Dussen is batting of 14 of 9. And 2 wickets which have fallen have been that of de Kock and Risa Hendricks.
That's played away on the offside to the cover sweeper fielder. There's going to be another single here to end that over. 4 off the over for Hasaranga. 4 singles, 2 dot balls. And
after 7 overs, it is 44 for 2. This match is coming to you live.
There's once, where the umpires have to, if you're somewhere like short extra cover or something, and you've got to throw the ball, you shouldn't be throwing it onto the ground, because you're roughing the ball up. So you've got to throw it to the wicket keeper.
Oh,
so
right.
these are some of the ploys that these guys, tend to employ over the time of a game. So you're throwing it into the ground and you're getting that rough.
You're roughing it up. Yeah.
Well, some final points here being shared by Sir Clive Lloyd.
It's a cunning game, this cricket, isn't it?
It's a thinking game. It's a cunning game.
Yeah, there's always something.
That's why the referee too has got to look at things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if it in the course of the play it's done once in a while, it's okay. But if it's being done in regularity, it means there's another intention behind that.
Karuna Ratne coming in. That's off the pads of Tamba Bavuma. And just a single down to the man long on.
South Africa 45 for 2. This is over number 8. And both these batsmen trying to stitch up a partnership here because they've lost 2 very important wickets, Quinton de Kock and also Hendrick, both back in the pavilion. So it's very important here for South Africa to do some rebuilding here, and Sri Lanka I think must be pretty happy. 45 for 2. Next delivery outside the off stump, a bit over pitched and is driven there to the at cover, and there is just going to be a single.
Yeah, no cover sweeper fielder. That would be a lovely 4, that one. But the field's out now. We're out of the power play. It's going to be tricky now to get those 4s on the offside. Bavuma's set on 6. Van der Dusen's 15, 46 for 2. Karuna Ratne coming in again. It's the 8th over of the innings. He's gone for a scoop, and he's out. Is he out? Appeal for LBW here. Big appeal from the bowler, Karuna Ratne. Well, he went for a Dilshan scoop. They didn't get any bat on it by the looks of it, but we're going to have a look at this now. It's been reviewed.
This is again. Is there any need for a shot?
Nothing
like
short, absolutely.
On a pitch that is low and slow, why not hit it down the ground?
Yeah.
Absolutely, and that one has been reviewed. The review has been taken by Sri Lanka. That delivery wanted to play a Dil scoop, missed it completely, hit the pads, and
that's hit him on the leg as he's
hit outside your stump now.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. It will require a couple of other looks. Definitely there's no ultra edge, so there is no bat. That is not going to be a problem.
Oh, it may be in line with the off stump.
The off stump, I think it will. But then again, the umpire says not out.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's a close call, probably go to the benefit of the batsman. And
could be umpire's call here. Umpire, and that is going to be out. And that is a vital breakthrough for Sri Lanka.
He's not giving him out.
He's not giving him out. What's happening here?
Well, the third umpire knows something that we don't.
Well, that's it. Hit him outside the off stump or what?
Well, we thought they'd got another one, but it went to review.
It's crashing into the stumps there. Yeah. Absolutely. Hit him on there was no bat, but, not given out.
Karuna Ratne comes in again, and there's going to be a run here. It's a long on. Van der Dusen is now on strike.
South Africa 47 for 2. This match is being played in Sharjah. This is over number 8.
Yeah, that would have been a vital wicket, but
would have been,
yeah. Instead, South Africa have 2 down. Current run rate 6.13. Required is 7.78.
That's going up, and South Africa need to get a move on here. At least a couple of big shots. Not risky, but at least the loose deliveries. This one
it's going to be a single.
Under part of the bat, under edge. And it's all happening.
They're running very well between wickets now.
Yeah.
I know they've got a couple of dives in, but the point is putting some pressure on the Sri Lankan players.
So 48 for 2 is the score. It's a game from Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates. This is a Group 1 game in the Super 12s. Yeah, hearing the thoughts of Sir Clive Lloyd, Anurag Malhotra. I'm Richard Allen here in the comms box.
Coming up is the last delivery of this over. Karuna Ratne, and this one is outside the off stump, and the batsman
wide
does not move from his position, and the umpire has adjudged that as a wide, so he'll have to reload that. One more run added to the South African total. They are 49 for 2 now, and one more delivery remaining.
I'm a little bit sort of disappointed with the shots being played by the captain. It doesn't look like I don't know if he's in form or what, but
he's struggling there. Sir Clive Lloyd hasn't got any runs under his belt today. 7 of 15. This one, he takes a mighty swing at that.
Yes! He's out. We've got a run out here. Now, that was a direct hit at the stumps, and that, there is no doubt, is a wicket. We have a third one down as South Africa are now 49 for 3, and it's the captain who has been run out. In fact, no, it's Van der Dusen.
Yeah.
Van der Dusen was the man who's
To the
been run out.
disadvantage of South Africa, it was the well-set
And
batsman Van der
the man
Dusen
in
who has
form.
to go back. The man in form, 16 of 11.
But there was no run there. I mean,
No, it's hesitation between
right.
the batsman there. Direct hit.
Yeah.
I think so far Bemuma has looked quite out of sorts with his batting, and that was a little example of indecision there. Being the captain of the team, he took a start and he invited Dusen to come, and then he suddenly stopped.
Yeah.
And then by the time Dusen couldn't make his ground, and he wanted to take the run, so a lot of confusion there.
Yeah.
Not good for South Africa.
Well, as they say in the rules, trust your friend and run like the deer. But
Words of
situation.
wisdom from Sir Clive Lloyd. Trust a friend and run like the deer. Run like a deer. Wonderful.
Well,
Well, you can get all these wonderful anecdotes, great experiences, nuances of the game from the great Sir Clive Lloyd, whose company we are enjoying in the commentary box. I'm Anurag Malhotra. With me, it's Richard Allen, and you've just heard Sir Clive Lloyd.
so Temba is still there. He's been very slow with his run rate, and now he's run out his batting partner. So the good news for South Africa is that a hard-hitting Aiden Markram is coming out, and he's one of the stars of this, young stars of this South African side. He's 27.
Markram bowled pretty well today, took wicket, and now it's his turn to show what he can do with the bat.
Ooh, Hasaranga coming in. That's turned in on him.
looks
That
like
was the
he's
googly.
bowling more googles than
Yeah.
leg breaks. Look, I don't know if he said yes, but he started to run.
Absolutely, lots happening here, and Sri Lanka finding their way back in this game here. Good delivery there, flighted ones, played to the offside, to the fielder at point, and they will cross over for a single. 51 for 3 from Sharjah. This is over number 9 in progress.
Yeah. You'd think, given the nature of T20 cricket, that they'd put special emphasis teams on running between the wickets, communication. That's just fended away, who's got one already. There's no run here on the onside.
The two players in the middle, because a lot of these players, when they play together a lot of matches, they develop a good understanding, verbal, non-verbal signals, but sometimes well, I've been pointed that this is even Stevens here right now. Sri Lanka has got a 50% chance, and so does South Africa.
That's the win predictor. Again, the ball just defended by Markram off Hasaranga's bowling, and it goes to a fielder. There's no run.
So good game of cricket here, South Africa versus Sri Lanka. Good contest building up here. 50% predictor says 50% the chance is Sri Lanka is going to win, and 50% is South Africa. Next delivery is played on the onside, and one more run. So after the end of 9 overs, South Africa are 52 for 3 from Sharjah. This match being played in the UAE.
Just 3 runs off Hasaranga's over there. So nice and tight. Who's going to win this then?
50-50. No, I have this gut feel it's going to be Sri Lanka's day.
Yeah, Sir Clive?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it all depends on if they get a couple more wickets here. But South Africa look confident, and yes, at the moment I would think South Africa has got a little bit of an edge.
Fine. Sir Clive Lloyd thinks South Africa have a bit of an edge here. I have this gut feel that Sri Lanka, with the crowd support they have, will probably keep them more enthusiastic, more intense, and a lot of encouragement there probably will work in their favor, and they may just be able to go over the line here. But we will wait and watch. This game can turn on its head any time, as we've seen with so many games before. So these predictions are only as good as what we say right now.
Over number 10, and it's Karunaratne coming in to Aidan Markram, and he's got an edge on that, down to the short fine leg fielder, and a chance of some overthrows again.
So Clive Lloyd, the French connection again?
It's a day for French.
It is.
The French connection, yeah.
French connection. A French chop, is that one? French cut.
This looked a bit.
Again, almost some overthrows. I was watching a TV replay that's the Aston on it says frenetic running.
Frenetic running.
Yeah.
Frantic running. Yes, all kinds of adjectives being used here.
Temba Bavuma facing now, and he's got one away through to the covers. He'll pick up a couple of runs here.
A lovely pick up and throw there by the fielder. In one motion, he picked up the ball and threw it back very, very quickly. Hurled it back. And 55 for 3 is the score from Sharjah, South Africa versus Sri Lanka. This is over number 10.
But if you look at it, South Africa, they're still rotating the strike well. They're not getting bogged down of something.
Which is keeping them in the game, absolutely, because those runs are accruing. Maybe they're in singles and doubles. And loose deliveries will come sooner or later.
Bavuma facing again, and again he's got that one away through the covers. It's going to be cut off for nice fielding. There'll be 2 runs here. Suddenly, Temba Bavuma's hitting the ball quite nicely.
Yes, he's timing it well.
57 for 3 is South Africa. They are chasing 142, require 143 to win this very, very important game of Group A. And current run rate 6. The required run rate is going up. It's 8.19. And also to top it, they've lost 3 wickets, South Africa.
Yeah, top scorer is Van der Dusen, who made 16 before getting run out.
Well, this game changes very quickly. Now the win predictor says 60% in favour of Sri Lanka and 40% is South Africa.
Yeah. Karunaratne into Temba Bavuma, and that's got the bottom edge of the bat, and that's down to the mid-on fielder. It's going to be another run there.
Good delivery there, and keeping the batsman quiet. Just a single conceded on that delivery. 58 for 3. This is over number 10. 2 more deliveries left, and with those runs, Markram completes 502 runs in T20 internationals in 2021. So,
oh, that's a shot. That's a cover drive, and a beautiful shot. That's Aidan Markram, and he's over that milestone, which he just mentioned, and he moves on to 7 from 7. Play that beautifully off Karunaratne.
That was majestic.
It was majestic.
Beautifully hit. Beautifully
and the
hit.
follow through. That's top artistic merit points there as well.
Absolutely, we've been talking about that. One day we will see that, Richard, for the bowlers and the batsmen. Remember my words.
Hit that one with authority there.
Last delivery coming up, Karunaratne, and this one is played on the offside. The fielder very quick to latch onto it, doesn't allow the batsman any liberty of a run. And after completion of 10 overs from Sharjah, it is South Africa versus Sri Lanka, 62 for 3.
Yeah. So we mentioned the French cut earlier, and then there was the French exit when you leave a party. But do you know what the French call it when you leave a party without telling anybody? No? An English exit. Yeah. I didn't like it. They call it English exit. Yeah. I still maintain it's the best way to leave a party. You don't want to fuss, do you, when you leave a party? You don't want all those long goodbyes and, I'll see you next time. And all that.
Sneak out.
Sneak out, yeah.
Sneak out.
Yeah, I'm a sneak out kind of guy.
Where is he? Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he left 2 hours ago. Really? He didn't pay his bill. Yeah.
Especially if you're very popular, one of the popular attendees there at the party. Yes, you'll quietly like to sneak out if you want to have an early night. Have something else planned after that. You don't want to get stuck saying your goodbyes. And this is a very typical thing in India, in northern India, from where I come in Delhi. We spend more time saying byes to each other than we spend at the party. These are these hugs and, all that is now been in the past thanks to COVID. But believe you me, we take a long time to say our goodbyes. That's the DNA coming in from India, from North India especially, where I come from.
Well, they're taking a little players in Sharjah, so it's halfway through this innings as South Africa look to get over the line. They're chasing 143 runs to win this game, and after 10 they are 62 for the loss of 3 wickets. Quentin de Kock was looking dangerous, but he was out caught and bowled by Chimera, and Reece Hendricks LBW by Chimera as well, and the other man out was Van der Dussen, who was run out, and he was 16, top scorer so far. Temba Bavuma is still out there, and he's joined by Aidan Markram. So Bavuma 13, Markram 7, and the wickets. Well, Chimera has been the star so far. 2 wickets for 8 runs.
Absolutely, very good bowling there by Chimera. He bent his back and actually extracted something out of this pitch, as Sir Clive Lord was saying. He was bowling extra space. He got some extra bounce as well, which undid the batsman. So absolutely great performance there. And the other bowlers pitching in. Thikshana has not been too impressive. He's given 10 runs off that one over he's bowled. Hasn't looked like taking a wicket. Hasaranga has kept the batsman very quiet. 7 runs of just in his 2 overs. So yes, he's making an impression and impact here. Probably would like to pick up a couple of wickets for his team. And Karnaratne, he's bowled an average spells, given 24 runs in 3 overs, economy 8, which is reasonable as far as the game is concerned. So yeah, pretty much a good performance by Sri Lanka so far, and it's an interesting match. I mean, no team is running away with it right now, and it can all change.
Yeah. So interesting what Sir Clive was saying earlier about the fielders throwing the ball into the dust, into the pitch to try and well, maybe slightly manipulate the shape of the ball. Or
To get some, so that the spinners might be able to get something from it.
Yeah.
By roughing it up.
It's to accelerate the wear and tear on the ball, is it? By hitting it hard on the surface? Interesting. Meanwhile, back to live action. This is over number 11. Bavuma facing Thikshana here. Lays it quietly to the fielder there behind the wicket. And he'll cross over for a single. It's an opportunity for Bavuma because the tournament is now in a very, very critical stage. All matches are going to be very important. And as the captain of the team, who's not been so much in form till now, he has the opportunity today. He's got 14 of 21. He needs to show what he's made of.
Yep.
Why is he in the team?
Well, yes, I think he's been making 30s and 20s and so on, but is that enough, to hold your place?
And the predictor still loaded in favor of Sri Lanka, 59% for Sri Lanka, 41% for South Africa. Meanwhile, next delivery, Thikshana. Let's see what can he do with this. This shot of land is pulled well, but straight to the fielder there, deep mid-wicket. And it'll only result in a single.
59% Sri Lanka, 41% South Africa.
And my fellow commentators, please remember when I said Sri Lanka was around 40 and South Africa was 60. So things moving a bit in my direction, but we'll wait and watch.
It's nicely pulled down to square leg. There's going to be another run here as Markram moves on to 8. Bavuma on strike on 14. In fact, Markram's now on strike, so on 8. Bavuma's moved on to 15, so 3 off this over so far, 65 for 3.
Thikshana coming in to bowl his 5th delivery of this over. Facing him is Markram. This one is a good delivery. Plays it on the onside to the fielder at mid-on. And they cross over for a single. So runs coming in singles, trickling in, trying to build up a bit of a partnership here, waiting for the loose deliveries to come their way. And I think both the teams pretty evenly matched here. Both the teams would be happy with the way the game is. It's not really one way or the other as far as the game is concerned right now.
Not only that, if you look at it too, the back foot shot is on because there's no pace and the guys are just there waiting. And if it's up too much, you know they're going to have a go.
Single off the final ball of that over against Thigshana. So 143 is the target for South Africa to win this game. And whoever wins this, will give themselves a great chance of making the semi-finals. And the top two teams in this group playing later on at 6 p.m. local time in Dubai. That is Australia versus the mighty England. And
I like the adjective mighty England. Yes, England are mighty. They are a fantastic team.
Well, they're just being partial there.
Absolutely. Everybody knows that. And just wait a bit, Richard. Let Kit join us for the commentary for the last stint. Meanwhile, live action here. And this one is slide and field there, by the fielder there. And another run there. So this is South Africa, 69 for 3 in response to 142 made by Sri Lanka. This is over number 12. And Bavuma trying to play himself into some kind of a form. The captain of South Africa, he's on 18 of 24. Markram has got 9 of his 11. And it is Shanaka who's got the ball in his hand. And he'll be bowling the next delivery to the South African captain.
Yeah, Shanaka coming in to Tamba Bavuma, who got a couple away on that first ball down to mid-wicket. And he steers this one away on the leg side. And again, that's going to be down to mid-wicket and more runs.
Played a bit uppishly, but no fielder there, so it was a well-conceived pre-planned shot there. But all what it will get the batsman is a single.
So I'm guessing that Tamba Bavuma is going to carry on with this supporting role, and it's going to be Aidan Markram who's going to be the guy who's going to hit the big ones. But we shall see.
Absolutely, 71 for 3 is South Africa. This game being played in Sharjah in the UAE, and a very, very crucial game of Group A. This group has Australia, England, who are going to face off with each other a little later at 6 p.m. local time here.
Yep, Shanaka coming in to Tamba Bavuma, who's 20 off 25, and that's being played away to the fielder at mid-on. They're going to pick up just a single again. And 5 off the over so far. Target is 143. Aidan Markram, a danger man. He's a man with a big reputation. He's on 9 from 11. This game coming to you from Sharjah in the UAE.
Shanaka coming in to bowl his 4th delivery. This is his first over. He's given 5 runs so far. And this one is well pitched up. And this is hit to the fielder there on the offside. And they cross over for a single. So the score moves to 73 for 3. And South Africa require 143 to win this game.
And Aidan Markram has racked up 4 half centuries in the T20 format in the past year. He captained South Africa to the Under-19 World Cup glory in 2014. So Bavuma's on 21, Markram on 10. 6 off this over so far by Shanaka. 73 for 3. As the bowler comes in again and over the wicket. Bavuma just plays that to a fielder close in on the offside. There's going to be no run there. And we've got one more to come in this over. Tamba Bavuma 21 from 27. Aidan Markram 10 from 12. This match still nicely in the balance as South Africa try and chase down 143. They are on 73 right now.
So this is Shanaka coming in to bowl the last ball of his over, and this one is pulled and pulled very well, but straight to the fielder. Won't get him more than a single there. 74 for 3 after the completion of 12 overs is South Africa.
Well, I think South Africa really are in front at the moment. They're batting. The guys are batting quite well. They're scoring freely. You know, they're not being bogged down as such. And I think it's at the moment they're in this.
There's my name. It's going.
हेलो कैसे हम किसी लेकर हेलो कौन আসলে দেখলাম খাওয়া দাওয়া করছিস আচ্ছা রাখলাম
यही यहाँ पे एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे, पर अभी क्योंकि सेकंड स्पेल में उन्हें बाउंस नहीं मिल रहा, बॉल लो रह रहा है।